Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. Can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Doak. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. There he goes. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got it run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll ride the hot hand. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They want to run this quarterback. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Daniels. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a 1st down. Nice move there on 4th and short. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. 3rd down coming up. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes a man miss. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Throwing on the run. And he reels it in inside the 30. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, it's Bishop. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go, ready. Flag 14, flag 14.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. As we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Off to the races to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knowles! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Shoots it to the left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, this offense really has put themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Lining up to convert 3rd down. looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. The Vols line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly. Unloads in the nick of time.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes, but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Long way to go on second down. On the move. Turning it on. He's past the marker. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. He's going to take off. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So that'll cost them a down, second and long after the illegal forward pass. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. The give. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Making the adjustment. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Daniels. Moving out to the right. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion.
Freeze! Smoke! Level! Where did he go?
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
That is no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Setting up the screen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
2nd down to the air. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they could put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Stepping to the right. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Send the tight end in motion. Tells to run, wants to pass. Rush is on. He's on the move. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Keeping his eyes downfield. He throws one to the left. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point was good. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Running inside, it's Bishop. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Back to throw time, running short in the half. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Texas Tech in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Houston Cougars.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38.
And it's the Red Raiders, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Second and long here. Hits inside, it's Bishop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he drops to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Right side, it's Smith. He goes out of bounds just short of the first down marker, and the defense gets a stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Finds his man. It's Staley. Kangaroos his way. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He's got it. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bishop. Runs through the tackle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Shotgun snap on third down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble...
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Third and long coming up. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Out wide right, it's Lopez. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
There he goes. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Hits the hole, it's Chroma. Finding some room. He's got the first down. He's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles! And the beatdown has ensued.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line, and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
He's tackled at the 27. First down for the offense.
And the Volunteers have this offense rolling. Drops back on first down. Out wide left, it's Davis. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Out of bounds.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Number 18.
He'll try to tack on one more. They knocked through the extra point, but they still trail 31-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Sets his feet, it's Daniels. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. So here is the Tennessee offense. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football.
He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. receiver comes in motion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. Gives them a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays.
Snags it, and he's open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Oh, pressure's coming. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Touchdown, Noles! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes
makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough.